Let's play State IQ Level 1. State IQ is a great game to help you learn your postal codes, your state capitals, as well as border states. The only cards you're going to need for State IQ are your power cards and your GeoPlunge cards. So we'll move the other ones aside. Before you begin, make sure you've shuffled your cards on both decks. The object of this game is for each team to guess the state card held by its opponent. Teams receive 3 clues, one before each guess. Before you begin, you're going to need to decide who gets to guess first. There are a couple ways you could do it. You could easily do rock, paper, scissors. Another way would be to have each team select a card from your state cards, and whichever team has a statehood closest to 1 would guess first. So again, make sure your cards are shuffled, and then you're going to deal each team 1 GeoPlunge card. Next, you're going to turn over the top power card. You're going to use the letters in the upper right-hand corner of the power card to provide clues. So I'm going to be the player on the left, and I'm giving the clues first. So the first clue I'm going to give my opponent is B, border state. I get to choose any border state. So I provide the name of Mississippi, and my opponent is not able to guess Arkansas. Then I'll go to my next clue, which is A, the first letter of the state abbreviation, and my opponent still does not guess the name Arkansas. Then I go to C for capital, and I provide the first letter of the state capital. On that clue, my opponent correctly guesses that I'm holding Arkansas, so it took them 3 clues to guess the name Arkansas. So then we're going to switch roles, and I'm going to try to guess the name of the state that they're holding. We're going to use the same power card with the clues in the same order. If I should happen to guess the name of the card they're holding in 1 or 2 guesses, then I would win the game. If it takes me 3 clues to guess the name of the state they're holding, the game ends in a tie. And then finally, if I can't correctly identify the name of the state they're holding, I lose and my opponent wins. Let's take a look at a couple of special power cards. There are 3 cards that have the same letters in the upper right-hand corner. So let's see how you'd handle those. So if I should receive a card, if the power card is AAA, the first clue is the first letter of the state abbreviation. The second clue is the second letter of the state abbreviation. And then if my opponent still needs a third clue, there is no clue, but they do get a third guess. If the power card has BBB, my first clue is one of the borders, then a second border, and then a third border if there's one available. And then finally, if I have CCC on the power card, the first clue is the first letter of the state capital, then the second letter of the state capital, then the third letter of the state capital. Check out our website at www.learningplunge.org for complete written rules, as well as any clarifications you might need for tournament or classroom play and scoring options. Ready, set, GeoPlunge.